Digital Online Showcase. Digital Online Showcase, we're here. DJ KTONE, I'm part of DJ SQUIZZY Taylor.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. This is a special edition. I know we're a little late, but there's a lot going on in the city. And I brought some guests with me, man. I brought some guests with me just to talk about everything that's going on. Maybe come up with some solutions, some ideas, and just converse a little bit about the situation. I'm gonna start to my left, my brother KASE. Tell him your name, who you are, what you mean to the city, you feel, and what you doing right now.
All right, I'm YG KASE, Quincy, whatever y'all know me as. Park Hill's very own. Young and Getting It CEO and artist. You know, I'm just trying to find my way and stand in the front line of it. You know, all of our way as far as what's going on today. But in the city, I just feel like, you know, people are rich in money. Some people are rich in love. I'm just rich in having heart. So I'm gonna be on the front line with my heart because that's what I could offer. That's what I'm here with.
Singer songwriter DANAE Simone. Tell us a little bit about you.
I am DANAE Simone, founder of WCW Live and DSX Denim.
Yeah.
Period.
I see you.
Yeah, and I'm just here, always been for the community. You know, so it's a lot happening. I feel a lot.
So we had to bring DANAE in today, you know, just so we can get a female perspective and female point of view. You know, it's kind of male driven right now. You know, we've had some male guests, and we just felt like we needed a female guest who on the front line, who's active. That's why we brought DANAE. To my right, BMG Show. Talk to him, Show. Tell us a little bit about you right now.
I'm BMG Show, you know, the host GOAT, the nigga with the most votes. That shit ain't went nowhere yet. That's still me. Where I stand with this whole situation, just in a nutshell, you know, I've always been frontlining my whole life. I felt like I didn't have a choice. So this is just right up my alley. This is necessary for me to be able to build with my peers about this situation. It's important to me, very, very, very much so, because of all the political ties that I have with inside of outside of Denver.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the protests going on, because all you have participated in protests at some caliber. You just performed? Did you just perform down
Today.
there?
I performed today, yeah.
Shout out to that.
So they having performances at the protests and everything now? I mean, tell me kind of how the
today
vibe
was
today.
specifically like for DPS students.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it was like
it
was definitely more like a community thing and just trying to bring people together. But obviously there were still people who were in the city protesting.
So how was that vibe down there today when you was performing?
When I was performing, it was a good vibe. You know, I just feel so many different ways about this situation. Obviously, I'm all in. I'm a black woman. I have a black son. I have a black boyfriend. So it's important to me. But you know, there are things that I feel like other people need to do better, and we need to do better as a community too. Like today specifically, you know, there were a couple of poets who you know, were expressing themselves, and I'm all about self-expression and whatever you have to do to use your form of creativity to get out how you feel. But you know, there were some things that I feel like it was like hateful, you know what I mean? And I just don't like that pro-black is associated with like hating other races, because that's not what it is, at least not to me.
Right.
And so absolutely get your point across, be angry. Like I've been angry. I've been protesting since 2014. You know what I mean? That was the first time I got arrested. So like shit really is different for me and how I handle it now. But you know, I think that right now we really do have people in our communities who really want to learn how to be allies, and we can't just turn them away because we're angry. You know what I'm saying?
So some of those poems was kind of targeting,
yeah,
white people.
Which I get it. I've made songs
but
to uplift our race.
But wait, my bad. I don't want to cut you off, but
you're fine.
We are in a very dangerous position as black folks right now.
Absolutely.
This is the most dangerous position I think I've seen us in my existence, because we have we are being fed the ruse of, no, they're with us now. All of a sudden, they're fucking with us now. But think about how many wolves in sheep's clothing that we are letting into our immediate circles and shit. Like, oh no, it's love, it's love, it's love, it's love, it's love. It's not that much fucking love, bro. Because if it was that much love, they would have said it a long time ago.
But I agree with you. But now
So
I think that the reason is because we have people who have money and we have social media to where it's like you can't change the narrative anymore. Like you can't lie about it anymore because we as black people.
Are you crazy?
Well, they're trying to lie, but I feel like we're really changing the narrative.
Today.
Like CNN. Let me give you a perfect example before you shove down my throat. CNN, you know what I mean, tried to make that post of like how one cop car ran over a couple of protests. But the real, they only showed a clip, you know what I'm saying? But then what went viral is everybody being like, hell no, that's not what happened. You know what I mean? This other cop car ran over a bunch of fucking protesters, you know what I mean? And as a community now, we have a platform of social media where we can call out these companies that are all of a sudden pro-Black Lives Matter, just how they're doing the NFL. NFL wants to put out a statement, we're with Black Lives Matter movement, we're with the black people. Everybody's like, absolutely not, we don't forgive you.
So why are we so forgiving to the ones that are right there in our face when we know they're lying?
I don't think that, but do we really know?
How do we not know after 400 plus years? How do you not know after, how old are you?
20, I'm about to be 28.
After 28 years, you think that now is the time? After 28 years?
But also look at, I mean, I understand where you're at.
But when is the time?
Yeah.
Are we gonna act like...
Eventually something has to change. We can't keep looking back at that time.
Very much so,
shit's
but do you
moving
know
right
what
now.
comes with this change because of our history with this fucking nation? Do you know what comes with this change?
Right.
We die. We have to die. We have to be martyrs. There ain't no kumbaya. All that shit that they're doing downtown, it looks good. It's a perception for the media. That's media propaganda. But real shit is about to get worse for us because we shouldn't even. They're like, I wish these niggas would do that. Oh, they did it? Bet. Oh, you really went out there and fucked the Capitol up? You went out here in all the states for these black people that we've been whooping for all these years? You think that system is gonna stop after this 10 days, my nigga? 400 years to 10 days.
No.
We are in danger, nigga. Period.
I feel you, but
So my question-
my perspective
we gotta
is
look
a
at them
little
as,
different.
I know you trying, but if we not even fucking with the nigga that we grew up with like that, and looking at him as, I'm gonna give you a chance, what the fuck we gonna give this person a chance
But
for when they
that's
have been benefiting off of our back and our sweat and our work for the whole entire existence of America?
So
That's the problem.
what questions did you ask me?
So my question was, you absolutely right, but my question was, so do we not try?
Right.
We do try. We do try. And that's where I'm conflicted at because it's like, what do we try?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, that's why I go out there by myself. I don't want people giving me shit in my ears with my group of guys and shit telling me, no, let's, you know what I'm saying? I go out there by myself, I gauge the whole situation for myself to see and get the vibe and the feel so I can make my sound decisions and have in my head like, okay, the majority of this percentage of people were kind of standoffish to me still, but maybe that, you know, it's so many variables, but it all slides back to that this is a dangerous situation for us. I can't think about it no other way because we're letting them in more. They're not letting us in, nigga. They're not letting us in. Think about it, bro.
Wait, we
They're
have
not
to
letting us in
realize.
there.
We
They're
have
not
to
letting
realize
us in there.
though, it
We're
doesn't.
letting them into us.
This country
We're even
was
bringing our
built.
kids to these motherfuckers.
So listen, this country was built off of racism.
How many
Period.
years? Yes, I'm
Period.
agreeing,
So
I'm
that's
agreeing.
not something that we're probably about to be able to change. But what is about to change is that money, shit that runs this country, is about to start being poured into the black community.
Yeah, that's what
Because of the cause that's happening right now. You know what I mean? Shit that nobody thought was important, laws that nobody thought was important.
I agree.
It's about to start being poured in the black community, and that's what's important.
I
So
agree.
that your kids, my kids, your kids, when they get a certain age,
kids.
they don't your kids, they don't have to deal with, you know what I mean? Like shit will just be different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's how I look at it. Like, believe me, that's why I keep saying, like, it's okay to be radical. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be one of the people who's like, fuck this, I'm about to fuck shit up. It's also okay to be like, you know what, I'm a black millionaire and I'm gonna quietly pour into my community.
Facts.
And that's how I'm making a change.
Facts.
It's okay
But
to
he's
be like,
safe.
I have,
Or she's safe. That black millionaire, safe.
but they're also going to make sure that they do something within their community to start building. All you have to do is learn. That's my whole point of when we were talking about outside, how black people are starting to argue with each other. Of course, because that's all we know. It's still systematic. Oh yeah, here's the cause, but then it's like, fuck you, nigga, what are you doing? Oh, what are you doing? You ain't out here like me, you ain't on the front line. When everybody's not like that, educate him and say, this is why I'm on the front line, because this is what I believe in. This is my experiences. Not every black man has the experience of being beat up by the police.
Right, true.
You feel what I'm saying? Everybody
True.
has a role to play, and I think that as a community, we need to let our people play their roles.
Exactly.
LeBron James is playing his role. He's an
advocate. He's a big
advocate, and he's
Absolutely.
like one of the best athletes in our country.
He's
you know
the
what I
absolute
mean?
best athlete in the world.
In the world.
Just
But
on
he's
record,
using
right?
his
That's on record?
platform.
Okay.
He's using his platform. He's not trying to please the white people. I have friends who literally told me, my job is to fucking go to work, do my job, and then I'll worry about that shit when I get home. And I'm absolutely different. I was emailing our CEO, like, why haven't we gotten an email about this?
Right.
Why are you just putting only black people on a Zoom call to talk to us about this when it's our white coworkers who need to be
Aware.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm
So
trying to tell
just
you that what
allow-
you're saying is right,
Yeah.
and you're in danger. Nigga,
But
don't
are
think
we,
that you
but are
might.
we in danger either way it goes?
Either we've
Exactly.
always
We've
been.
that was gonna be my point. I was
Yeah, either
waiting.
way. But we're in
this
more
is
danger
happening
now.
because we're in danger.
Always
Everything
been.
that's happening is because we are at a point where we sick of seeing ourselves getting killed every fucking day online. Every time I open my phone, if I open my phone right now, the first video is gonna be somebody black getting beat the fuck up.
And
or
imagine
killed
the
by
shit
the
that's
police.
not on video.
It's
but
so
the difference
much.
is we got
So we've been in
resources
danger.
now.
We've been in danger. We still gonna be in danger after this. So I agree 100%.
So are you basically feeling like we should not be making some of these people our allies?
No, I don't feel that way. I feel like we should be very apprehensive. I feel like we should treat them how we treat
There you go.
our peers.
Thank you.
I feel like we should treat them how I would treat this black man standing next to me. Because of whatever past that we have. Let me have some of that, sir.
Keep talking, nigga.
Yeah, I feel like
Don't worry about me.
I feel like that we have to switch the narrative of the black community and treat how we have treated ourselves and treat them that way. Now, we have to treat them like,
Background check.
when I see
Your
you,
grandma.
I might fuck you up. They have to feel that. They have to feel that pressure.
Yeah,
That real pressure, that shit that got black people blood pressure high. You understand?
absolutely.
Like they have to we gotta raise their blood pressure because they are not.
I've been watching from nights like this. I wish
Yeah.
I had to educate it. This is y'all know me. It's Uncle Tux. What's happening? I'm a little late. All right. Check it out. I've been listening though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my question, I guess, from listening to both of y'all, because you guys are not even saying the same thing. So,
But in agreement. I'm in agreement.
No.
I'm just in a different. I'm on a different
even if you're not, it's fine.
realm, I guess.
But my question would be this: 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, 4 years ago, how many years you want to go back? Every incident. Our cry to white folks was, you guys have two eyes just like us. You have two ears that don't just frame your face like us. Where's the outrage? Because you see the injustice and you see the situation, right? You're not speaking up. You're not using your privilege, so to speak, right? We're in a whole new day and age where they, in a sense, answered the call, right? No matter how radical it is or whatever the situation is, some are radical, some are over here, some are over there. They actually answered the call. So that's what kind of gives me unease because, first of all, number one, I never thought it would be done.
Exactly.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? And
I got a perspective for you.
and number two, these are white folks, right?
Absolutely.
But I do understand the other things too as well. Programming and conditioning to any human being, whether white or black, is real. Just like we're programmed to do what we do, they're programmed to do what they do, right? So there has to be some sort of has to be a start. Like somebody pointed out, like if you're an abuser and you're whooping on somebody 400 years, and then all of a sudden the abuser's like, damn, you know what? Hold on, it is me, right? It might be crazy. It is me. It is what I do. Matter of fact, here's some bread. Matter of fact, I need to look at this, and you're hitting it at every angle. That gets some credit, right?
With
No?
credit with who?
I'm asking. That's the question.
Motherfucker, we call a motherfucker for 400 years and then they accidentally knock over the phone and shit. Gotta answer it. You gotta. Nigga, I ain't fucking giving no credit to nobody that accidentally answered a call.
Can I say my
Are you
perspective on
crazy?
this? So
That's dangerous.
I'm more of a person who likes to give like examples of what I can only speak from my experience. You know what I'm saying? And during this time, I work for a tech company in Denver, so I'm around a lot of white people who care or put this perception on that they care. So a lot of people have reached out to me like, what can I do? People have cashed out me money because they just are helpless. Like, what the fuck can I do? And you know what I said? The only
I've got
I'm
the same
telling you,
shit.
and I said the only thing you can do is do better. You know what I mean? And I've had for real conversations with people who tell me that they want to be an ally to me and my family and my son on what that looks like, and it hasn't been pretty. You know what I mean? I've had people who told me that they care about me just recently unfollow me on Instagram because of the type of shit that I was posting, and I took it upon myself to be like, why'd you unfollow me? Let's have the conversation. Which part of my post made you so uncomfortable that you couldn't take it anymore? And you know what? I can say based on my experience, that's what's creating community. Because it's like, you know what? I would have never talked to you about it. I just would have never talked to you.
Very true.
Just like I told Sho, I went to the protest. I was uneasy. I hated it. The whole thing, I didn't feel like it was genuine. I felt even more upset after I walked with all of those people. But instead of me leaving with that, I took it amongst myself, by myself, to go walk up to a group of white people who are all sitting down in their mid-30s and say, can I ask you a question? Why are you really here? Why are you really here?
No,
Do you acknowledge
huge.
black people when you see them on the street, or is it when you feel like there's injustice and it's trending?
What was the answer?
And let me tell you, literally,
I'm just agreeing. That's the main question.
Of course, there's always the few. So I had one girl be like, my black, you know, I acknowledge black people because my boyfriend's black and my niece, and you know, I'm gonna let you have that because I'm not gonna go there with you. There was another conversation where, you know, there was another girl who felt like, well, just lives matter to me. People matter to me. So that's why I'm here protesting. I'm not gonna lie. And you know what? I had to explain to her how I felt about that. That made her uneasy. Then there was 6 other white people who said, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I can do better. I am intimidated by black people. There are times where I see another black person and I do put my head down, or I don't say anything, or we'll be at the bar and I'll wait till I'm drunk to be like, cool. And I don't know why, but I'm willing to make myself uncomfortable to do better. And that's the conversations we need to be having, because that's the difference.
There's power in that.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference that's going to make, because they're going to have that conversation with their white friends.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're going to start trying to do it.
If you don't, you mind? I got a few things that I heard too as well in that. So, and from everybody actually speaking. So again, I'll probably dredge up another fucking question out of it. But, so, they're answering the call, so to speak, right? So to speak.
Accidentally.
Right? Accidentally.
Because
No, wait, hold on, you're 100%.
Let me say something. I feel like they're answering the call. They're answering the call because it's viral.
It's the place to be.
Because it's viral.
I said photo op.
It's two things. One, it's viral, and 2, niggas have been, or everybody has been in the house for the last 3 months.
COVID.
It's something to do.
They want a good outfit,
But we can't not acknowledge it's a perfect fucking storm, and nigga, we got used to our advantage.
So I got
whether they answered, whether for good or bad, they answered.
And they answered the call during the MLK boycott when black people weren't getting on buses and it affected the economy. So like, let's not act like they never answered the call.
There's a lot of points now I want to make off of all of this. Number one, I think if we really look at what's going on, this is not our fight to fucking begin with. This is white folks' fight anyway. It's their system. It's their system. They have to fix.
But I tell you,
You see what I'm saying?
it's not our
this,
fight.
this is not our fight.
It's not
You
us.
see what I'm saying? So we do have to understand that too, in a sense, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, this is a question that I ask y'all because this actually just it put me in the thought like, right? Because I don't know the answer, right?
Yeah.
And I don't hate to do this. It's real. So, in our own community, right? We have our own disparities, right?
Right.
And could you imagine? I just pictured it, right? I just pictured like because I've had so many disheartening situations too with my own people, right?
Absolutely.
But I just imagined, right? If I had my homies run up to me and call me like, what's going on? How can I help? Here's money. What do I need to do? I've seen the light. We're here. No more killing. No more whoop, whoop, whoop. Do I accept that? You see what I'm saying?
No, because black on black crime. First of all,
I'm saying
You better speak on it. Everybody speak on it.
But hear me out. Here's the point that I'm saying though.
Because it doesn't exist.
But here's the
Thank
point.
you.
No such
I'm not saying black on
thing,
black
bro.
crime. I'm not saying black. I'm
Why
not.
think it is-
I did not even
He
say
didn't say
black
that.
on
He
black
didn't
crime.
say
but
that.
it's not even black on black crime. But to your point,
That's
you're
not what
talking
he's talking
about
about.
even
I
how
don't
black
think
people
that's what
treat
he's
each
talking
other.
Right.
White people do the same thing. Asian
Right,
people do
right.
the
Higher
same
rates.
thing.
No,
There's
It's-
more of
it's
them.
about communities that don't get along. That's not a black thing,
I don't
y'all.
think
There
he
are
was
other
No,
communities.
no, because I fully understand.
Was you going there? I don't think
no,
he was
I
going
wasn't going there. But I do
there.
understand
He wasn't
there
going
is
there.
nobody saying white or white crime when they're raping everybody and they're shooting up schools and all that other
Only
shit.
we say it.
I get
In
that.
joking matter.
I 100%.
And that's
I'm
why
not
it
saying
doesn't
that at
exist.
I
all.
don't think he was going there.
What I'm saying is the principle, the things that are happening that white folks are doing, coming to the front line, saying the right things, right? Putting some money where their mouth is, right? Making some changes,
Doing
right?
the minimal shit
Right,
to
right.
make us dumb niggas
No,
think.
hold on. That's
they
not
got us.
that's not my point. My question.
No, it's not your point,
Well,
but it's my perspective
but
of what
okay,
they're doing.
But even with that perspective, right?
Okay.
If our own hood came up, if the E came up to you, bro, the same way and was like, BMG, we support you. We understand we ain't supported your music. We was wrong for that. Here's a couple dollars. Matter of fact, tell us where we need to go. I know I've been wrong. Let me buy a couple shirts from you.
Right.
Are you accepting that? Or are you just like, nah, you just here because you a spur of the moment?
No, I'm accepting it. I'm for sure accepting
So
it.
that's where my situation, that's where I'm
Well,
saying.
no,
Where's
we're
the
the same.
But why
so-
not? But why? Because we're not the same.
So one thing that was told, the reason why I bring that up is because
I'm
number
accepting
two,
it.
right, but where's the flip side on
Yeah,
that?
so
I get
you're
that.
accepting that, so why aren't you accepting our white allies during this situation?
In the same
Because
scenario.
I know in my heart of hearts, after everything I've been
How many
through
times you invested in
personally,
some of the homies though?
I've invested in the homies.
Huh?
Every
Time
single
and energy, bro.
Time and
They
energy.
let you down how many times?
I'm invested in niggas. I don't.
And how many times they
know.
let you down, bro?
No, it's not even about being let down.
How many times they let you down though, bro?
I don't count being let down.
What
I
I'm saying?
don't have that.
Did they
I don't
meet the
have that
mark?
marked down.
Did they meet the mark?
I don't have that marked.
Did they meet the mark?
I don't have it marked, bro.
I got you.
I don't have it marked.
I got you.
I do.
I got you.
They ain't meet my mark.
Bro,
Okay.
no.
I got
How?
you. I feel like that.
Because I fell short. And I don't want niggas to judge me because I fell short. I might have been going through some shit. My kid might have been in the hospital. But nigga, I'm not gonna
do they
put
come in,
something
though?
up over your head.
But do they come
We
in,
got
though?
enough shit over our head, bro.
That's
We
why-
have to stop being so apologetic
That's
and
why
letting these
saying
but
as
motherfuckers
far as
think
the
you can
camaraderie
only
of
speak
your
on
homies, though.
experience, and
Bruh,
that's why
my
I
experience
truly
is
feel.
different, bro.
That's why I truly feel that it's okay to be radical.
Absolutely.
It's okay to use your
Yeah.
platform for however you want to use your platform. It's okay to donate, like whatever you choose in your lane. It's okay because it's based off of your experience.
Right.
I totally connect with what you're saying. I have a brand that I invested my all in. That people ended up saying things about me that I'm like,
I
what
remember.
the fuck?
I remember.
How could you say that? And this is my money.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars of my money that you know what I mean?
I remember.
So I understand where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from because it's all based off of your own emotion and your own experience. But as black people, we need to understand that about each other.
That's what
What
I'm saying.
I've
That's
been
why I
seeing
said
right
I'll
now on
accept it from the
social
black
media
person first before I
is
accept it
people
from the white
arguing
person.
about what you been doing, bro. Oh, you a rapper? You Squizzy Taylor? You ain't been protesting, nigga. You ain't with us.
Yeah.
You ain't black. You a black man and you ain't even talking about this situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's our problem. Everybody deals with this different. And it should be okay.
Yeah, it should
And
be
people
accepted.
need to stop being
So-
like, within the black community, we got to do better because we already know that. We're in a fucking broken ass country.
Right.
We were already born against each other with a target on our back.
Well,
Now
yeah,
that we're getting
yeah.
educated, it's time for
Well, the
us
system
to,
works perfectly. Brother Jeff
invest.
said that. I always say that. The system works
It
perfectly.
works the way it was
Who
always
it's
worked.
supposed to
Right,
work
we're all
for.
supposed to, right?
Yeah, it's
But
not us.
there's a question before we even go to where he's going. I'd like to start with you,
Yeah.
Case.
What's
You know, YG. Is somebody brought this to me and I was like, damn.
Right.
Do you think there's a real conversation in black folks, some black folks being so rooted in oppression, right, that it's hard for them to even fathom
The fact that
that
anybody
they're-
gives a fuck about us.
Right,
My bad, my
right.
bad.
No, you're right,
My bad,
though.
bro.
Because
My
that's
bad, bro.
that was my statement
so
right
hard,
there.
bro.
Hold on, but I got you. But here's the
And
question.
there's a
though.
place for them.
But here's
There's a place
here's
for us.
I'm
But
the
here's-
I'm him.
Hold on, but here's the
I'm
question.
him too.
Make
Make no mistake.
Excuse me.
I'm the nigga that feels like there's no
Hold on,
hope.
but check it.
I
But
am
check
too,
it.
though.
Here's
But you have to
here's
be-
the question, because it might be for you.
Yeah.
Right. It might be for you. So the question, with that being said, right, is there a fear that we don't have oppression to cling on to blame for not being successful anymore, right? One thing I'm not agreeing with Candace Owens, but one thing I do understand, and brought you to,
That's blasphemy
right?
to the
Hold on. But one thing, real shit,
Let him get it
oppression
out
or
first.
not, you can make you $1 million. That was a real statement,
Right.
no matter what the situation was. That was a real solid statement, and that's one statement that I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if oppression, right, was just, if we're looking at a change of oppression, is that something hard black folks can really gravitate to? Like grasp, like, wait a minute, I have no excuse no more for success.
Absolutely. At some point, you need to be
You have no
mature
excuse
enough
no
to deal
more
with your own
for not
trauma
being
and to
successful.
be like,
Yes.
What you
this is what I'm gonna
You
do.
can't claim the white man no more.
Before we started this show, me and Show was stating a point, and he said, like, some of us raised in the hood, our mom had already conditioned us to be like, look, you gonna have it harder. Out the gate. If you have a mom that's like, look, you're black,
Since day
it's
one.
gonna be hard.
Basically what she said
So
is,
we all
real niggas gonna go through everything more.
So we already knew. So yeah, it's gonna be hard for us to be like, cause we, like he said, there's some of us that don't believe that, and there's a place for us. We sit in the back and we let the people, as levels to this. So the people that need to talk, they need to go up there and talk. The people that's ready to get active, we need to get active.
I'm
If
an
you got
active
money, if you have money, the support in the front line is a real thing. I really believe, like, okay, let us get us a uniform. Give me a riot gear. Give me
Play
some
your
riot
role.
gear.
Understand your role.
But hold on, can I talk now, guys? Look, can I say something, guys?
Everybody has a
But
role.
still,
There's levels to everything,
There is.
and I'm not gonna say
So,
that.
so do we? When you have roles on any team, any championship, anything that's from war, from battlefields, from football fields, there's always leadership. There's always things of that nature, people to gravitate to. Is that a hard part of getting this right? Is that we don't have the right leadership, or what?
I think so.
What,
I've never seen a successful apologetic leader. You find him, you bring him to me, my nigga, if it's in text, or if it's in video, or if you know him. You bring him to me, bro, and I'm gonna learn from him. Because there's no apologetic leader. Nigga, it's kill or be killed. And I'm not saying we go kill the white people. But we have to not let these niggas get up on us.
Period.
Bro,
We have to
it's
let
been
them
so
fight.
many years. We about to act like are we that desperate for the white man's companionship, or the white woman's companionship, or the world's companionship, that we just automatically give them a hug?
We've been in that war before, though. Bro.
Cuz,
we've been in the
excuse
penitentiary
me?
on the front line before.
I've been fighting my whole life.
I know, but
my whole life.
And that's
So
why
After I got done gangbanging, I had to go to school.
one thing that we
And when I got to school, bro,
we all
hold on.
agree
When I got
on.
to school, bro,
Yeah.
I got to school, bro. The teachers, they would tell me that I wasn't fit to be in this class. They put me in a whole nother class.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
But then they found. Then
You know who
they
the hell
twisted
you
it.
looking at? I'm
You
a
understand?
black man like you, over 6
Okay,
feet, dark
okay.
skin.
But
First-
to my point,
so-
hold on.
that's why right now.
I understand that
we are
everybody
in a-
wants to be
Hold on,
peaceful,
you
bro.
got-
But
no,
I'm not that
no,
peaceful.
everybody-
I didn't even get to my shit, bro.
You gotta let the people
Everybody-
listen,
Definitely,
though.
But that's what I'm saying.
definitely.
Everybody's not being peaceful, but that's all we need to understand right now. We're getting resources within our community, so that won't happen anymore. Like,
Okay.
people who never speak up, like, people who used to be like, my job, I gotta keep my job. What y'all were talking about, you were telling this nigga, like, no, you need to talk your shit. Like,
Talk
say
your
how
shit.
you really feel.
Talk your shit.
That wasn't always like that. People nowadays are willing to lose their job. Colin
Is that because
Or
of the white
will-
folks? Or what? Tell me, I don't understand.
I'm
not
saying
understanding.
it's not because they're white folks, but it's because they're starting to stand for their community and what they actually believe in. I'm willing to lose my job
For what's
because
right.
there's injustice in
It's
this
just
shit
what's right.
for what's right.
It's just
And it
what's right.
wasn't like that years ago.
So
It
what-
wasn't
so-
even like that 10
So my
years
position
ago.
doesn't have. Not to make it about me, but with the shit that I'm saying, because I'm saying it with such passion and such fucking emphasis, it's wrong.
Hell
because,
no.
Because I'm not docile.
No, absolutely not. That's
I don't
what's
think
wrong.
I don't think nobody up here is disagreeing with you.
No, I 100%
Nobody.
agree
You
with you.
niggas feel me, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You niggas
Nobody
haven't-
disagreeing
Bro,
with you.
I have lived in rage my whole life, bro. I never knew what was wrong with me. Understand? I didn't know why I was so mad every day as a kid. Nigga at 11, 12, 13,
I woke up the other
14,
day.
15,
I woke up the
16,
other
17,
day
18, 19, 20.
as a black man checking
Nigga.
out like, damn, my life. So check this out, like, and I feel for like folks older than me, folks who died for it.
Cause they're setting their ways.
So and no, not even that. The reason being is because I actually as like y'all just punctuated is that if you had a mom like that, before even talking about walk left and right, before look left and right before you cross the street.
Right.
I was reminded that I'm gonna be over 6 feet. I'm gonna be dark skinned. I'm gonna have to work 2, 3, 4 times as hard for less recognition. And that was a normality, right? So we're talking about a normality of lifestyle, a normality of living, where you have to actually, it's a trip every single day. Not only prove to the world that you matter as a black person, but to yourself, right?
yourself.
So you're going through that battle every single day because that's your normality. But to wake up, right, and hear millions, Germany, New Zealand, Italy, Japan, London, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that you do understand, one thing that you said is you feel me, right? So we're talking human behavior, which is is the underlay. You see what I'm saying,
That's
right?
the overlay.
That's what we could call it, the overlay, the underlay, right? It's the main situation, right?
overlay, absolutely.
So one thing that we are as humans is a few things. We are empaths, right? Right? Empath, right?
Yeah.
Right? Where naturally there's a feel, there's a vibe because energy is everything, right?
Absolutely.
Right? So there's a natural energy. Scientifically, whether spiritually, you a fucking lie if you ain't felt something, if you turn on some music and was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is human behavior is the end all be all, right? One thing that we all are as humans is habitual creatures, bro.
Yeah.
Right? And one thing I love to this day is psychology, right?
I love it.
And the fact that when you're in a room full of people, say all of us are in the room, right? And we're in a place we've never been before, kind of uncomfortable, right? And somebody says, what's 2 + 2, right? Not everybody's going to raise their hand automatically, right? It's going to take that one person, scientifically, right, to say, put their hand up, and then other people will end up putting their hand up, right? And that's facts,
That is
right?
facts.
That's facts and proven, okay? So if we're talking about human behavior, science, and factual situations, right, we have to understand there has to be a beginning point to break your habits, right? If you've been a fat slob sleeping on the couch, no matter if you just roll over one day after fucking 6 years of sitting on the couch and you sit up like this, hold on, cuz. Hold on. I get it. You see what I'm saying? So as humans, that's why to me, when I wake up in the morning, it's hard for me to believe, right? At first, right? I matter. God, wait, hold on. Damn, is that real?
Can I ask a question?
However, but I'm like, damn, let me say 2 more things, right? Quick things.
I just want to ask, I don't want to.
Look, this is what shocks me. My life matters, right?
That
There's confirmation.
Very fucking shocking,
Right?
ain't it?
Right?
It is.
From the globe, though, my nigga. This is the biggest civil rights movement on earth ever, okay? And this is what fucks me up. It's working.
Right.
It's
working.
Yo,
No,
we
no.
live in a
You
digital-
see how I said it, though?
Digital age.
You see how I said it?
Is it working?
Is that hard to accept? Is it
bean, bro?
It's-
I would
it's
never
working.
want you niggas on the front line with me, because at any given moment, a nigga, we supposed to gun down some shit, figuratively speaking. You gonna hug him. You hugging niggas. You hugging niggas?
Nobody's ever loved the electric slide with niggas and flowers to their feet and hugging. You
Man,
got the
check
wrong
this
nigga.
shit out, bro. I will not.
So you believe it's not working?
I don't know yet.
Do you think
how
it's
do we
working?
gauge this shit? How
Do you
do we
think it's
gauge
working?
this shit?
You can't. It's unheard of, my nigga.
I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
exactly.
The uncomfortability is because this has never happened.
I think it's getting.
You know what
boring.
also never happened? You know what also never happened?
It's getting boring to people.
Putting a whole fucking group of people through slavery, through this system. Nigga, they were doing first time shit every time. This is a first time thing. We don't know where it's going. They first time slaved us. They first time systematically oppressed us.
So-
bro,
You think it's working?
So
how do we know yet until we get the
I'm
real
saying-
results?
so-
Social
you think
media
it's
don't
working?
move me.
I've seen some
You think it's
results.
I've seen.
I'm not
Right.
saying it's worked.
I feel
Right.
I
can't
to
say that.
both of y'all's points. He's saying, nigga, fuck them. There's no way this gonna work. He's saying, nigga,
No,
we've never.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm saying, please be careful in who you let in your living room.
Absolutely, and he's saying
that's
we've
what you
never.
don't. You
and
still
he's-
not
I feel
supposed
like-
to.
But what they're doing, the
Oh,
whole thing.
Make your point. Make your point. Go ahead.
They're letting them in, bro. I'm down there. I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there. And niggas are like, yes. They're even letting niggas front line the protest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, we supposed to front line, and if it's really, 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 like, I like.
It's really not our fight, though.
But it's not.
Right.
And I said to Squizzy, I said out of my mouth, I said, bro,
Tell me that.
we need to fall back.
We need to leave.
I said, bro, we need to.
We shouldn't be raising hands to speak. Go ahead.
Let's get deeper because I feel like nobody is really paying attention to the bigger picture. And maybe there's something that I don't know that everybody else knows here, but I need to know where is the black dollar? Like where are there some black corporations that we really, what do we really own? And I need to know.
You're
because-
contradicting yourself.
No, wait, hold on. Let me hear a point.
No,
Let me
because I'm
see.
gonna
No,
make
we're
a
talking
point.
together. We're talking.
We are talking though with the world right now.
Yeah.
So it's not just you and her. That's what we're trying to get you to
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I'm
but we're
saying.
talking. This is gonna keep it going.
To my point is, I feel like I I'm not. I feel you. I feel you when you said y'all niggas can never be on the front line with me, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not the person that's about to be getting arrested again and getting shot at by rubber bullets. But I'm for my people, and can't nobody ever tell me nothing
I
different.
can't tell you that. I can't
You know what I mean?
True.
So,
Very true.
but in a different way. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a different way. And if I can make my stamp in the white dollar, which it's fact that white people own this shit. Whether they stole it, it's not theirs, but they own it right now. You know what I mean? There's too many white businesses that if we just fucking came together and if as a black community, we supported the frontliners who are ready to go. We supported the black people who are ready to invest the dollar. I'm telling you that we'd have our own corporation to where shit would be different. And that's what it means to me. And the problem is that we have people like dumb bitch ass Candace Owens who can get on national TV and say some ignorant ass shit
Without being condemned.
Right. Instead of supporting what's happening. Whether we burn this whole fucking country down, it's for a reason.
At the end of the day, you're right. What we need is less finance, less finesse, more finance.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
But however, what you guys are paying attention to, this is the part that we're talking about that is different.
Whose phone?
I don't know.
Before you say that, just let me finish this one thing.
Yes, please.
I just feel like, all I'm saying to you, and I want you to help me understand, you know what I mean? Because I've been raised to be like, you ain't got to trust them, but you got to know how to be successful in this country. You know what I mean? And I work in corporate America. So I have to know how.
Me too.
I know, but I'm just saying, I have to know how to finesse the ladder. I have to know as a black woman, because y'all niggas think y'all got it bad. But black women in the corporate world, what?
I know.
It's fucked
It's
up.
fucked up, for sure.
So I've had to learn how to finesse that in order to get the promotion that the white girl who's only been there for 6 months and I've been there for 2 years can get in 6 months. Do you understand?
I do.
So what I'm saying is, can we really say fuck white people? We can say we don't trust them, but use your words.
You wanna know what I'm saying? Can I talk?
They don't.
Y'all mind?
They
She's
may
gonna
not.
ask you a
I'm
question.
just
Let her
asking y'all
ask.
first.
She's about to ask
They
you a
may
question.
not. They hear us. You know what I'm saying? They don't listen to black people, but they gonna listen to these white people when they're saying, oh, we need 4 more black executives who can hire 4 more other black. You know what I mean? That's what I think about.
Yeah.
And sometimes it doesn't take fucking shit up. We still need the people who are gonna fuck shit up to rebuild. This is a rebirth happening. You feel me? But we can't sit here and be like, fuck them. Fuck them. No, fuck them. We can't, fuck them. We know we can't trust them, but they listening to them. That's all I'm saying. It took for one white business. What, fucking, fuck Gucci, fuck all that shit. I don't fuck with none of those brands. But it took for them to be like, oh, we're gonna not, what did they say? The white entertainment business, like, please, we're asking all white businesses to not sell anything for a day. Like, for a fucking day? Like, that's what it takes? They're not impacted by that. If we have our own money and black corporations, then they'll really be impacted because you'll be able to get your high-end clothing line from a black business. That shit matters. You matter that you're radical. I matter that I want to be in the corporate world and I want to make a difference there. You matter by just being a voice. That's where we need to come together.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
You're absolutely right, man. And
Right.
look, I know people are like, bro, I'm a changed person. Y'all know this.
Yeah.
You know.
I know for sure.
My woman knows. You understand? Case might not know, but he knows me from the 90s.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? This rage is for this situation only. So don't peg me as that nigga because of this. Fam, you just told me, and I'm fighting with you when it comes to the women in corporate America and how y'all's fighting. But let me tell you, let me ask a few questions. What did they do to the black family? What did they do? What was the key thing to do to the black family?
Take away the black man.
What did they do to the black race? I should have asked that first. What did they do to the black race? What did they do to the black child? What did they do to the black man? Bro, check this out. You talking about you fighting in corporate, I can't even get in there. I stumbled across corporate America. We not even allowed. So we don't even know the fuck y'all going through. Because they fucking moved us away from each other, made you be dependent on the system instead of the black man. And that's why that's why you had, not the audacity, but that's why you had the absolute, I don't even want to say gumption.
You can say the audacity.
But I don't want to say it to make it seem like I felt disrespected, but it's just like, fam, we don't even get to go in there. You're in corporate America? We don't get to fucking go in there.
There's
I had to
people that's
finesse.
there, though. There's people that's there. We
bro,
don't know.
I am not dumb. You know I'm not dumb.
know,
but what
we
I'm
just
saying
have
is, they made the system to separate the black man, the black woman.
Right.
She can go up in there. She can get all
Right.
this
Push her
to
there.
show her that she don't need
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
So there's two things that you guys.
They
There's a few things.
Y'all
that
don't
you
even
guys
never
say.
let me get to my point.
Oh, my bad, go ahead.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
keep going.
It's a long journey, my nigga. It's a long journey, my nigga. We're here for the marathon. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
God, but check it, bro. Like, this is a different type of pain, nigga.
Yeah.
When you are that type of nigga that looks like the type of nigga that will break into some shit, or the type you look.
I got tattoos over my whole face.
Right.
I feel
You
I
made
can't
that
go
choice.
nowhere.
I had no tattoos all over my face.
And
I
I
just
love
look
it.
like a nigga that's gonna
You
work
look
some
like a
shit.
nigga that go to the corporate
I go to
world,
California.
be honest.
They told me you look like a nigga that did all the kind of shit, type shit. You understand?
look like a
And one of the
nigga with a
biggest
degree.
economies in the fucking United States, where I'm trying to go and win. And I need corporate of fucking America to
You
win.
don't. No, you don't.
Are you kidding me? Why don't I? If I
Sorry.
can't tell you that I'm a radical and niggas are saying,
don't.
no, but we
don't.
have to hug
I
these
think
guys, bro.
you don't.
You
so we
don't
can-
because of
You
the
don't.
digital age that we live in today.
No, it's not because of that.
It
Let me at least
is.
say that. Let me at least say this. Hold on, real quick, black folks, please. Please. Y'all need to exalt yourself a little bit more. Please, right here on this platform. That's what I asked for. This is our network. This for us.
Yeah.
Please, I will not accept no more.
It's not-
we can't
so
what we
what are you
can't
not
do, what we
accepting?
ain't finna do.
I never said
So,
what we can't
but-
do.
but
I'm
hold on,
saying
but
I'm
you don't-
empowering
hold on,
us.
hold on, but
Y'all
what-
are telling me
no,
to
what-
be
what-
so kind to these people
No,
that put
nobody-
a system in
nobody
place
said that. Nobody said
has
that.
me feeling a way that I don't even know why I feel
What I think the understanding, at least from my perspective, I think understanding the system, right? You have to understand that the only thing that is forcing, right, Bank of America to donate $1 billion for social change, for the LAPD to take half of the money to police fund to
Perception.
put it to social injustice,
Perception.
for whatever it is, but the dollars are still switching, right? And also because of today's day and age, like you're saying, the digital world, anything that's stated or tweeted or whatever or posted is now doctrine. You see what I'm saying? It's not just contractual anymore. It's a situation where you actually go up here and they could actually put that as doctrine and actually sue you for that type of shit.
Right.
So it's a situation where these statements are very well thought out when they're saying something, right? So if these billion-dollar companies have PR companies, right, PR groups, right, they're paying multi-millions of dollars to make sure their statements are correct and how they approach to the people, right?
Right.
Meaning that understanding when they make this statement and this pledge, right, that it's actually full-fledged doctrine, right?
Right.
And there is accountability that can be held based upon your doctrine.
Okay, can I? No, stop, please stop, please stop.
Thank you so much for
Oh yes,
saying
thank
that.
you so much for that.
Go
Because
ahead.
you know what else they indoctrinated? The fucking Constitution. You know what the Constitution told niggas? That niggas are human. Don't tell me about paperwork when the man. Stop, bro. Stop, bro. I didn't say shit when you talk. The whole fucking shit says, nigga, not the whole shit because it's a bunch of bullshit that whatever the fuck. The Constitution that everybody is up in arms about, and they're tying it to the flag, tying it to kneeling, is because nigga that the Constitution. That paperwork that you said where it's indoctrinated, and they said this, and you have to do this because it's on paperwork, because the white people that built America said when it's on paper, it's real. You know what's real?
That it's wrong.
But you know what's real?
That's
that
what we never heard.
You know why the NFL took this long, took till yesterday to fucking say we were wrong? It's because the Constitution said you don't go against that flag, and that anthem says fuck these niggas. The Constitution said these niggas ain't even human. So you gonna sit here and tell me, bro,
we're talking about,
but now it's the media, we got paperwork.
What I'm saying is
the biggest paperwork in America says niggas aren't human.
So what you're saying has been denounced based upon what's going on in the
Ain't shit denounced till they change the print.
Because what they're saying right
nigga,
now.
fuck 1776, niggas 2020.
What they're saying is
redo it.
Let's do another.
What they're saying,
Why? Do I gotta calm down, KTONE?
What they're saying is
Your message not getting across.
I don't want my nigga.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
My niggas feel me. Do you feel me? Squizzy, you may not want to agree,
That's a great
but you fucking feel me?
That's a great
I do feel you.
I'm a black man that has been ostracized, nigga.
If the person who writes the
real,
contract,
for real.
if the person who writes the
Fuck
contract
yeah.
makes
Bro.
the person who makes the paper,
it's the way you
makes the pen,
you
writes the
come across.
contract, all come.
I gotta come across as a.
No.
You
No,
take
you
your
don't.
position
No,
to
you
fuck
don't.
with these white folks the way they want you to fuck with
Listen
them.
to me, check it out.
I tried everything I could in my life
bro. Listen
to fuck with these fucking white people.
I believe it's gonna be.
Nigga, I got mentors. Everybody that I went to look for help was white. When I went to look for help, they were all white. It never worked out. I still went to prison. I still went to prison again. I'm still in debt. I still have nothing. I'm still afraid from my black boys. I had mentors, white ones.
Well, that's
I went out of state to go with them. To tell me what I'm doing wrong, fam.
A lot of that is generational cursing though, and programming too
right.
as well.
And that's where you went wrong. Because you don't need
A lot of
white mentors.
Think about
there are people in our community.
Fam, I had a black mentor too. Do I gotta say his name or can I just not do that?
No, but think about
Okay.
even debt. Think about even debt. Let's take this, right?
Y'all are so-
one thing that's rooted in the black community is the lack of financial
Y'all want to
literacy,
go against what I'm saying because y'all know what the fuck I'm saying is right.
Let me say something before you go to your point. Let me say something.
You have to also listen and hear though.
I'm hearing.
You have to catch and speak.
I've been
That's what I'm saying.
agreeing with you,
Let
and
me
when I
say
hear
something.
something that I don't agree
Let me say something. Let me say
But what I'm
something.
saying is that I'm actually agreeing with you.
Let me say something.
Right.
Let me say something. Nobody's disagreeing with you.
That's
This is
what
a real,
Listen,
this is
listen.
real black rage in America, bro.
Show.
This is what we really feel like.
Show.
We want to hurt niggas. We are hurting.
You're not.
No.
Hear me, bro.
Bro, I don't have to calm down.
You have
For
to
what?
Yeah.
Show.
For the media? Y'all just said the media. For
No.
what?
Right, bro.
Hear me, nigga. Hear me. Hear me.
You're making up things because you're not
Hear me.
listening.
No, I heard you say,
No.
We got
social
to say
media
black
and
rage.
I'm talking about when it comes to this,
Is that a fact?
I'm emotional.
Show is that a fact
It's
that
a
I said?
fact. It's a
Right.
fact.
Then that's it.
It's a fact.
So we're not arguing,
So
right?
what I'm saying is I'm emotional about it.
Right, but there's no need to argue a fact with me.
No, but
I
I'm
agree
saying-
with you.
All I'm saying is I'm emotional about this
I
shit.
get that. So what I'm
So-
saying, don't turn to words. Now I need
Let
water.
other niggas.
Fuck!
Let
He said,
let.
Y'all niggas are gonna thank me for this shit.
Show.
You're gonna thank me for
We're
this shit.
not.
You're gonna look back and be
Bro,
like,
we're
yes,
not.
nigga.
No,
Yes,
I'm not.
nigga. Yes, you
Show.
are.
I love
Yes,
this
you are.
shit.
You're gonna be like, yes, nigga. That
Show.
that was the best shit that we haven't. Niggas will not
I'm
do
not
this.
worried about
Niggas
that.
are scared to do it.
No, I'm
Show.
not this nigga.
Not you.
Show.
You understand what I'm saying?
Show. Come here. Please.
Okay, well, while they're having a conversation, I just want to say
You're
to
not wrong. All
people
I'm saying is
who
let these niggas get that same.
are not
But
as
nigga,
that's all I was gonna say.
passionate
You're
right.
and
You ain't got to
radical
speak.
about the
That's all I'm saying.
situation,
Nigga, let them speak.
that is
Y'all
okay.
gonna watch. We're
You
gonna
feel
go
me?
back and
That,
watch it the tape. and we're gonna
You
look
know,
at what he
people
said
who are
when he said it.
making the
Okay,
decision
stop.
to make
You
have
haven't said nothing
conversations
wrong.
at
You
work,
haven't said nothing wrong.
and you know,
Listen, you haven't said nothing wrong. I'm
Go
saying,
ahead, please.
ask me a
Okay.
question.
Please continue.
people who are not afraid to have conversations at work and to say like they need change, they need to see black executives, they want this, and like you said, how these companies are coming out with these PR statements or whatever. People, black people of color can use those very statements to move up in
100%.
their workplace.
100%.
And I don't want anyone to feel like just because they're not as passionate because of Show's experience that they're not
agree with me if you agree.
Capable or not able to do so.
Don't
not even capable or able, but they're not doing the right
Oh,
thing.
hey,
Because niggas
bro.
fuck with me, but they only fuck with me.
Hey, hold on. We can't. We definitely can't have a conversation here and
I
there.
thought we on break.
No, we're live right now. We're live,
Yeah,
my
G.
nigga.
Please sit
We're
down,
live. We're live, bro. We've been live.
So did you get anything that I said?
No.
Now we will.
So all I was saying was for people who are not as radical or emotionally, you know, connected to what's happening, like it's okay
Yeah.
to be making a difference in your workplace and using those same statements that he was talking about, these PR statements that these companies are putting out. And you know what I mean? Like taking advantage of that and being like, this is what you said this company stands for, but I don't see any black executives or whatever. You know, if that's how you feel like you need to make change in the workplace in your career, I don't feel like you're wrong. Like, all I'm saying is not everybody has this
No,
same
I 100%
emotional
agree.
connection
You're right,
to what's
you're right.
happening today.
So, you know I
and
think
you're
it's
not
dope.
wrong for the
No,
emotional
not even
connection.
close.
But the
Not even
people
close.
who are doing it their way
Right.
and who are like, I see injustice within my own workplace, and I don't see anybody who looks like me who's in the chair or in the board, and you're making noise about that, you're also doing the right thing. Like everybody
Absolutely.
who is moving the way that they need to move, like as long as you're not doing nothing and you're doing something, then you're doing right.
I made a post after we came here, or before we came here, and I was like, nigga, I don't know what the right thing to do. And I talked to y'all niggas about this and not seen it, but I didn't know what to do because I'm not the radical, I'm not no gangster like that. I'm not just gonna be out knocking niggas out, shooting niggas and all that type of shit. But I didn't know what the right thing to do was, so I felt, nigga, let me fuck with the frontline niggas like I fuck with Nut, and then use my platform to bring awareness to what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And after I talked to y'all, it's like, nigga, I gotta get outside. I'm on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Then went outside and did that, experienced that, then posted some shit about, nigga, you need to get outside. You need to really feel this in real time. Don't just watch on the internet. Really feel that shit. And from doing that, from my platform, kind of what DANAE was saying, hella people reached out to me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, Squizzy, that's dope. That's powerful. I need to go out there. I'm scared to go. Can you go with me? Can I come with you? You know what I'm saying? Niggas, white people, I mean black people, white people, all type of people was on some, after I seen you out there, I need to go. I'm on the same shit. I ain't trying to be on the wild shit, but I know what's right. I know what I need to do, and after I seen you do it, we need to go there. So to DANAE's point, it's like we do all have a role. At the same time, not to put my business out there because it don't even matter, I donate to the frontline niggas. Like, yeah, get some money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I donated to the bonds fund. You know what I'm saying, to do that. But at the same time, nigga, I still felt like I needed to be. I felt like that wasn't enough. Right after I did that, I was like, man, that's weak, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's corny.
If we go, let's just move the kind of conversation a little bit further. Meaning let's talk towards progression, or if there is any, right? Number one, I think, and I'm not sure if anybody's doing this, right? But I do feel like one part of anybody, front line, back line, up line, bottom line. One thing that I'm not sure if anybody has done, but I really believe I feel like I'm wrong for not doing so, is running around with a clipboard to all these white folks that are out here screaming this shit, getting names and contact information. So when all the smoke clears, we can invite you to dinner and let's say, okay, let's talk about where this money finna go
Absolutely.
to. Let's really make systematic change. Okay, that's good to hear because that to me, if you're out here screaming and you know doing all the anarchy and busting windows and all that for Black Lives Matter, let's really make change. Let's and that's into the dollars.
And that definitely into the
and
dollars.
holding people accountable for their energy.
Somewhere where I felt like I need to do better is I have the resources to the motherfuckers in the higher place. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I haven't done a good enough job personally to reach them ball players or them rich ass motherfuckers that know the mayor, that know the governor. I could get in them conversations. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel we lacking that because we could go out here and fuck shit up forever. But until we reach them motherfuckers that could actually change something, who actually got the rules and the laws and shit, ain't nothing gonna give. You feel what I'm saying? And they don't give a fuck. We can march for the rest of our life. Basically what Show's saying, this is a kumbaya and it might sound good, but until we change some laws and some talk to the motherfuckers really in control, nothing's gonna give. And the facts, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel somebody like me, somebody like him, we know people that can get to them.
And once it gets there, we're not going.
And we need that just as much as
for that conversation. We're not going to hear those. Those conversations are probably being made right now. We're not going to be there for those conversations, but they need to be made. Absolutely. And everybody's got to play their role. There's going to be short-term solutions and long-term solutions. I really feel like, you know, once we get to ask these questions, a short-term solution for the police, let's put a black cop and a white cop together. That's just real quick. Let's just do that. If it's a short-term solution, like I don't know the short-term solutions, as Show is saying, I'm playing my role. My role is to be there once it get active. I'm there for the peace. I come out in the day and everybody's doing their thing for the peace poem, no matter what it is. I feel like dancing and everything.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you said something that was powerful too. Is also, you know, understanding, you know, what to do, right, or what's been done, right? Could I or playing your role? My question to you would be, what would be one thing that you're going to do to progress or take advantage of? Is this something that we could take advantage of? And if so, how are you going to do so yourself personally? And how would you advise the black community to do so, as that's our main concern?
As I really believe, like, the money is a big deal. So, like, we need to really figure out, like, I don't think there's a problem with us investing, especially with the internet, Amazon and all that. We can get our own truckers and all that. We can invest in our black community, go online and let them fill it in their pockets, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about business. If you don't think it's about money, it's always been about business. It's always been about some dollars. So at the end of the day, you know, on a lower level, it doesn't matter. The top people they're gonna stop tripping with us because they don't want us to mess up their city because they tired of paying people to clean. So they gonna let what they've been doing in Denver, let everybody go party all night. Just don't bring out no cans. Y'all they ain't even.
Right. It's corny as fuck right now to be 1,000. But I get it. But the only reason why I get it is because it is their fight, right?
It's their fight.
Whatever that little dancing in the street, that's why I can't be one of them niggas out there. That shit really is sickening. Number one, I've seen motherfuckers putting flowers at the feet of these niggas.
Right.
Want me to kick they right there in their teeth. However, right, you're out here, give me a name, your information. Once the smoke clears and the tear gas goes, we will be at your door. We will be calling you to actually see about your actual input. You really believe Black Lives Matter? Well, these are certain things that we need to have to get done.
And I might be naive. You know what I'm saying? Show might say I'm naive, but I feel like there's hella groups of people out there. I feel like it's white people that don't fuck with us at all. I feel like there's white people out there that don't fuck with us at all, but like the culture, love what we stand for, like Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? Just like the culture, but don't like the people. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? But just like the art, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, yeah, for sure.
They
I feel like
protesting too.
Yeah,
I feel like they're out there. Let me
Right.
finish. That's just two groups. I feel like there's a group out there that's just been fucked up from COVID and just want to go outside. And if it means, I think one of y'all said it like, okay, if I pick up a Black Lives Matter sign, I'm allowed to go outside. So fuck it, let me pick this shit up. I don't know what the fuck it's talking about, but I'm going outside.
Cabin fever.
I feel like there's those people,
right?
but, and I might be naive, I feel like some of these motherfuckers really might have looked in the mirror and be like, nigga, I need to do my part. And really fuck with us. And I feel like it's full. I feel like it's people that don't, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like, it's hard because they all look the fucking
It's
same.
hard to dissect them because
And
we
I
can't dissect our own. It's some of our
I
own.
was just about to,
That's
I
part
wasn't
of
done.
We gotta dissect our own first.
I wasn't done because I feel like
can't
I've
really
seen
worry
niggas.
about them.
I've seen
Yeah.
niggas go out there and sit on the goddamn car with some Hennessy and get a dope ass motherfucking
Videos.
picture of some shit behind them
Out there
on
for the
fire.
loot.
You feel what I'm saying? Just out there chilling or want some new shoes or whatever the fuck, or just want to be on stage to get their picture.
From them.
Just for they stand on the right side of history, then I feel like there's people, black people, of course, that's out there for the right reasons.
I feel like
And you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like there's all type of protests
not our
going
worry,
on at
to
the
be
same
I know
honest.
the
time.
I don't
protest,
even
but
think
it's my issue with this whole conversation is that clearly people aren't educating themselves enough. Because
Facts.
if they were, they would understand that this is more than a protest,
Mhm.
which is why I understand shows
Let me
anger.
ask something.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
This ain't how, George Floyd, it was fucked up. The video was fucked up. He's not the first person that this shit has happened to. You get what I'm saying?
And he won't be the
And what
last.
y'all are not, well, not y'all, but what people are not understanding, like, honestly, something you said triggered me when you said, like, oh, you put the white and the black cop together. Like, that's not the issue. Like,
not. I'm just
white
saying
and black
short-term
cops, like, they're
solution.
not shit, period. I've been shitted on by black police officers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not the issue. And what we need to do, instead of everybody making this situation a trend, is start educating people on the Constitution, like you were talking about, on the legislation, who's really in office, who's really a decision
Black
maker in
history ain't
office.
even a
Because y'all
subject
think
in
that y'all
schools
are
anymore.
voting for one person who has power when really they're not the decision makers. Like, that's what, as a community, we need to start doing, and then people will take this a little bit more serious.
Now, there's a couple things that I do agree and disagree with you, just on that point.
That's fine.
I mean, it's fair. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to conversate, right? But, so it's basically, I agree with you about there has to be a shift in focus, right? However, I don't believe the focus should be on a system that was not built for us and that's not for us, right?
Take too long.
Right? Not that's gonna take too long. Again, that's not our fight.
unrealistic.
Even if it's unrealistic, it's not our fight. You see what I'm saying? But one thing that is our fight is for us, right? And what today is a different situation where you can, like you said, hold a company accountable. Okay, you said you stand for this, okay? I've been at this company so odd years. You see what I'm saying? And it's basically using the system within the system. Basically, it's how America works, right?
I get it, but all I'm saying is that us as black people, like specifically what you said about how you seen, niggas or homies or whatever taking a fly ass picture. I just feel like as a community, people wouldn't be doing that if you really knew what you were really fighting for. I don't even think as a community we know what we're fighting for besides injustice.
It's deep.
I don't think niggas know how really deep this is. You get what I'm saying?
I've been in the military.
And that's
that's
how
I was
feel.
in the Navy, and it was racism in the Navy. I was in the military.
This
I went
is
to
a
the military.
systematic,
There was racism
for
there.
real problem.
It's
But
more there.
if we
It's
are
more there.
educated
I went to the Navy
on
too.
what we
I
know
didn't get to
really
make it.
happens, things
My
will be
bad.
Now we know
different.
the truth. Once
There's
we got there,
certain,
it's hard.
there's even certain like,
Sorry, Danae.
no, you're fine. There's like verbal conversations that I've heard in the workplace that I didn't understand until I had to look it up, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, they were actually coming for me.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But we don't know that.
I feel like I've been a motherfucking sponge of just soaking shit up. Cause I feel like I haven't been aware of a lot of shit. But nigga, in the past week, I've learned so fucking much from these niggas by going out there, by reading more shit, like being more aware and getting that information that I've been a lame ass nigga for not, you know what I'm saying, focusing on and just worrying about making sure I'm good. You feel what I'm saying? So I've learned a lot, and I feel there's a lot of black people that still could learn and still need the more information. Basically what you're talking about, that it's a lot of knowledge that we gotta learn if we gonna get better.
Even
You
to
feel what I'm
Show's
saying?
point, I couldn't be here. I can't sit here and tell my son what can happen if he gets wrapped up in the gang life, or if he makes one bad decision. I can't sit here and go down the road and be like, it's a possibility you won't get a job, you won't do this, you know, the world is gonna be. I can't do that, but you can, and that's what I'm saying. There's people in our community who's been oppressed from this shit who need to help our community. You know what I mean? It's okay to be angry, but
If
you
you
also
think that
have
my
to.
anger is not a help, you guys are fucking mistaken.
Nobody said
don't
that.
say-
No, I'm
no.
not saying that.
Nobody said that.
I'm
You
not
think
saying
that me
She didn't
being like
say
this-
that.
Because there's some.
She didn't say that,
I
show.
didn't say
She didn't say
that.
that, show. She
But
didn't
I'm
say that,
saying
show.
that you have to
She didn't say
take
that.
accountability
I take
to teach us without.
I'm teaching y'all. You niggas can't say that you fuck with Malcolm X this much,
No.
but you don't fuck with what I'm saying.
No, I fuck with what you're
Nigga,
saying.
Malcolm X is a radical. He going against everything that niggas know.
Show.
But let me tell you the difference,
No,
Show.
let him talk.
Show.
Let him talk.
Wait, no,
No,
wait.
because
Let him talk.
no, fuck that, nigga. Let me tell you the
Let her
fucking
talk.
difference.
Let her talk,
Because
because I've
the
been
difference
talking over
is
her.
when
Your
you start
gray
bringing
hair
up Malcolm
I'm
X
old.
and black leaders
I'm old,
and shit,
bro.
nigga,
I'm old.
this nigga was in churches.
Your gray hair
He was
like
at
this.
political events, knowing how to talk to niggas. Ain't no way I'm gonna sit here and listen to you when you over here like, nigga, I'm mad as fuck. Fuck America. I
mad.
can't hear you out
I'm
like
mad.
that.
I'm
So
mad.
you have to take accountability
I'm mad.
to be able to talk to your people
Yeah.
the right way where
You're
we
very
can hear
true. And
you.
what have I been doing since we came back off a break? I've
You
shut.
have.
I shut
But
my mouth.
keep
That's
that same
taking
energy.
accountability.
No, you shut your mouth.
That's-
You stop
that's-
talking.
Nigga,
you
that's taking
you
account-
stop talking, and
Oh,
that's
you
not
want me to
being
stop talking,
accountable.
period?
No,
No.
you did stop talking.
No,
and
I'm
that's
listening.
not being accountable.
I'm listening. I'm listening because
That's
he
what
said
I'm saying,
I'm
because that's
talking over
about
you.
to make me
He said
mad.
I'm
I
talking
don't
over you.
respect that. I respected your passion.
You were about to leave because of my passion.
No, I was about to leave because I have a 2-year-old and it's 10:30. That's why I was about to leave, if we're being real.
I respect
What
that.
I'm saying is I respected your passion, Show.
Right.
But what I'm not going to respect is you sitting here trying to bring up Malcolm X. We know Malcolm X was a radical, but he knew how to talk to his people without being all emotional.
Okay,
Take the
but
emotion
Check it out.
out
Can I
of
say
it
it?
and educate.
Yes,
Can I
I'm
say
accepting what you're saying to me because I believe what
I
you're
gotta
saying.
get emotional with you for
No,
you to listen
listen
to
though.
me.
Check this out. This is the type of shit. This is the type of shit we need. Not that old docile ass. Oh, your turn. Your turn. Your
Sorry,
turn.
I had to turn
Nigga,
up on
so
you.
turn up.
Sorry.
So motherfucking turn up. I'm rocking with you and everything you said is correct. So nigga.
No.
Go, finish
no,
it.
No, finish. Just make your point.
Now.
Everything she's saying is correct. Go ahead.
I was gonna say to your point, what about the person that's tired of the people that's doing the right talking? Like we done that.
Y'all.
We've had Malcolm
I made
X.
a post
We've
like
had Martin Luther King. So what if it's Q-Nut's turn? What if I want to be in
Y'all
the
are gonna
front?
see.
What if it's Show and our turn to go?
I haven't
At
heard
the end of the day,
That's what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
want Show.
No,
Listen,
I
and then
love
let's talk about the reality of America, because the reality is, and what Show is saying is that these people ain't shit regardless. So
Right,
even if he is
right.
at the front line and he's
Right.
turning the fuck up and he's
But-
protesting, they're gonna arrest him.
Exactly.
So learn how to
Right.
talk.
Exactly.
Learn how to talk.
I didn't use words.
I like
I
what you
didn't
said,
use
but I
words.
don't like what you
no,
said.
no.
I stand by myself.
I didn't
Oh,
use
yo,
words.
you had me. No, you had me
You
right
was on
there.
track. Now
You
let
was
me
on track.
Now let me talk. Now let me talk. Now let me talk. Now anybody that knows me, anybody that knows me knows that where I come from, and anybody that know me know that I'm probably the most articulate
I know you
nigga
are.
from where I'm from. What I'm saying is, and this is very simple, is that I've handled the gang banging. I've handled the gang banging. I've handled everything that's come at me. But this big ass, this shit right here, I haven't unwrapped yet.
Peace.
You understand?
Hold on.
I haven't
That's
unwrapped
peace.
this. I
There's a
haven't
lot.
unwrapped this one yet.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So I might not have my
Right.
words together to make niggas
I
feel
respect
me
that.
the
Can I-
best way.
can I say something to all of that?
You can talk about gangbanging, I did it for 20 plus years. You talking about other shit, I did it for this many years.
So-
but when it comes to
No,
me
he's
being
right.
Right,
like
though.
this, I don't know how to say it right.
No,
All I'm
get
saying
it.
is I
Good
respect
PR.
everything you're
Can I-
saying. I'm
can I
passionate
But
about
I'm
it.
out
But
here.
if we
Let
put
me
you on the
speak.
mic
Good
at the
PR.
Civic Center
I
and
feel that.
You
Hold on,
niggas
let
gonna
me-
tell me sit down.
Let me
Shut up.
Black
Let her
folks,
talk.
black folks,
Let him
please,
talk.
black people, please,
Cause I'm
please, please, let me.
My bad, my bad, cuz I swear to God, I got nothing but respect for y'all niggas. Check it for you, baby. I swear to God, and then you know what's up. Check it.
I'm not trying to upset you.
No, it's you.
No, what she said.
I
love
Let
this
me
shit.
tell you what's gangster. Let me run through this.
She got at me
Because
though.
one thing, yes, because it was gangster too though.
Because real shit was a point though that I thought, but I don't want to get too off because I want to say this real shit. Great point.
Yeah.
Because
Like this.
right on. Great point. See, real niggas let you know if a boogie.
You don't know what type of nigga I am when you're around me.
I said that last time.
I know.
So, but hold on, please. Let me at least say this. Let me say this. Number one, Danae, you made a point not only just to show, but actually to the world. Okay, to me, that's what I felt. Okay, it's number one. Just because they're saying you're being boisterous doesn't mean you shouldn't say nothing at all.
Can they call you a black woman your whole life?
Right. Wait. Hold on.
Did you shut up?
But let me say where.
Sit.
Let me
And
say.
that's why I was upset at you that you're sitting
I'm
here being
respecting you
quiet.
because it came from all angles. He said it.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I love that y'all are even doing this, right? Because y'all are proving my point, okay? Right? Black folks, to me, this is what I believe. Cameras here, okay? This is what I believe.
Zoom in on my brother.
This is what I believe, okay? And I could be wrong. Right? But I do believe that life, period, is the most important things is time and energy, right? Because you can't get that back at all. It's not reciprocated, right? It's not a situation that you could even manage a fucking plan to get that back.
Not that
right?
we know of.
Time and energy, right?
I don't know how to get energy back.
Right.
But we don't know.
You know how to get time, nigga,
back.
please.
Yes or not.
This is a whole nother
I'm saying,
conversation.
do you know that?
Finish your point. Finish your point.
Let's not go there.
Hold on, this
Talk
nigga
that
just
deep.
changed life.
Yeah, don't go there.
Hold on,
He said he
so-
changed life.
All I'm saying.
Wait, you know how big that is?
That's
This nigga
big.
said you can get time back.
I ain't saying you get time back. I'm saying they have.
This changes everything. This changes all existence.
Exactly.
None of this matters
They have tricked us so much that we don't know what they know.
Here's the point that I was trying to make. Here's the point I was trying to make. Here's the point. I was making light of it. But here's the point. I really do believe in high as much. I believe so much in time and energy, the importance of it in life, period, right? I believe it's more important than love and money, right? I can argue this point all day. Take me, right? So with that being said, I know this is entertaining. I appreciate my peoples, but real shit, I believe this conversation is a waste of time and energy. Let me tell you why, right? I believe there's only two focuses that really we should take advantage of right now, right? A few things. Is that, number one, mental health. I really believe we all, this is a point that where you've been told you're not crazy. You're not dumb. This ain't been a facade. It ain't been a trick. Actually, you know what? We have been dangling the wool over your eyes. I know you've been saying it, but we admit it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. The curtain's here. I know you've been screaming about it, but there is some solace in that. There is something about that, right? But I think that opens the door to get healing now. You see what I'm saying? You're confirmed in your anger. You're confirmed in your rage. You're confirmed in all of that. So take advantage of mental health. Getting that handled. I don't even know how to say it because we're not even comfortable as a community saying shit like that, right? Secondly is finance. This whole conversation, I believe, if anything, it should be dominated by how we should bounce this dollar, how we should be actually, taking advantage of building business together, how it is a realization, no, there isn't any blockage. We can actually build. We can actually build an empire no matter what the bullshit's going on. The cool thing is that we can actually just call them out on it. Don't mean change is nothing. It doesn't change shit, to be 1,000 with you. Just gives us a platform to call you out when we punch you in your mouth, right? And then there's an actual accountability stage that's been set up based upon the doctrine of what's going on, right?
Facts.
So I don't think any of the conversations should be, and I could be wrong. I just
You're
think
absolutely
finance.
wrong.
That's fine.
Because you know what?
Yes.
this conversation is important and it's not a waste of time because at the end of the day, I can't
Right.
speak for everybody else.
You're right.
I
God,
walked
I'm sorry.
away.
Damn, Sherry.
I walked away learning something from someone else.
That was right.
So that you're
It was.
absolutely wrong.
I'm
This
wrong.
is a conversation
Set.
that needs to happen. It
Wrong.
needs to happen a little bit more.
Yep.
And it needs to keep happening.
I would
We
agree.
need to have bigger.
I
we need
told
to
I don't
y'all
want to have it more though.
mayors and we need bigger names like mayors.
Period.
We need a mayor here. Call him out.
We need a mayor here to see that
We need
passion.
him. We need a
You
mayor.
feel me? We need somebody else here
He's
to see
not-
that passion.
Listen, that passion that
I agree with the
comes from
Nate
being a,
because I
a
came.
black man, bro.
I came
Like,
here-
Black. The
Like
mayor's
that's-
black. He should come.
At the end of the day, Squizzy, say what
But
you got to say.
you're right. Well, let me say this. She's right. It wasn't a waste of time, right? And I could take all that back. But I will say what I do believe should be put to the forefront of conversation is finance and mental health, especially within these times.
Mental health.
In order for us to build the empires we want to build, I believe it has to be on the platforms and in the foundation of getting our mind right and getting our money right.
Nah, show don't.
I feel
Don't do that. Go
there
ahead.
is
Yeah.
a large community of people like me where this conversation is so important.
Yeah.
So important. Because you got your gangsters that nigga, we about to burn this shit down, we gotta fuck shit up. You got them people and you got your people, but there's a big ass community of people that wanna do something but don't know
They don't know
what
what
the
to
fuck
do.
to do.
They don't know what to do.
So I feel this conversation and the conversation we had last week, the conversation we're gonna have next week, the conversation we're gonna have tomorrow is so important. Cause yes, you got your frontline niggas that's just like fuck this shit, fuck
You
shit
still
up,
need
or
grandma at
whatever
the
the
house
case
praying.
may be.
Grandma at the house praying every second.
Yeah.
I need you, Grandma.
But
Straight up.
there's so
Somebody's
many.
watching the kids. I need somebody to watch my kid. Everybody's got, you know, if you come out at your time,
And you know
peaceful,
what?
come talk at this situation. Come out at night when it's active and, you
Everybody
know,
just needs to do their part.
So everybody
Everybody
need to do their
find your
part.
part and do it.
Everybody need to do their part, but everybody doesn't know what their part is. You know what I'm saying? And I've been battling that personally, but there's a big ass community of that. So these conversations are important to disagree with you because
True.
from
Facts.
last week and
Facts.
this week, nigga, I've learned so much.
Yeah, no, I
You
took that
feel
as
what
a
I'm
personal-
saying?
I took that as a personal disrespect.
You should.
I
You
took
should.
that
Facts.
You
very
feel what I'm
personally.
saying?
I
So
took that very personally,
Thank you.
disrespectfully, and especially
I
when
learned
you're talking
so
about mental
much.
health because neither one. I didn't see none of you niggas when I threw that blue tie event for mental health, and I had mental health counselors come.
I didn't
had
know about it.
financial
I didn't
aid
even know.
counselors
I didn't even know
come.
about it.
Niggas knew it was called the blue tie
I
event.
promise I didn't know.
Nigga, where were niggas?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure
I would have loved to be
Oh,
there.
oh, oh, oh,
I was probably in jail.
But us as a marketing
I'm not no fluke ass
I
nigga.
always got that message all the way
I
out
ain't
to the
no
world.
fluke ass nigga. I did that shit. Niggas didn't come. We did
as a
it.
black-owned business and
Thank you,
a black-owned
Joe.
multimedia marketing company,
Thank
hire
you, Joe.
hire Royal Grade
So
Creative,
let's
charge us film,
commit
our
to each
network,
other to
and
black
we can get that
community
message out.
Period.
making messages
To
And
everybody.
thank you.
I did
Please
that.
listen
Let's do that
to
now.
what he
I
just
didn't care
said.
Let's just do that
I
now.
did that. And niggas let me down.
Everybody
I had
ain't
the,
do
the
that.
LFAO girls and
I don't know about
nigga,
none of that.
well, they didn't come.
KTONE
They was
called me
supposed to.
right
That's
now
what
at
I'm
the
saying.
last minute. I pulled up because
I pulled every string I could
So let's
for
make
mental
that.
health in Denver at Cold Crush.
I have to go, y'all. So I just want to thank everybody for tuning in.
What-
Thank you guys for having me. I want to
That's
plug.
what I'm
I really
saying.
think that y'all should get Ashley Wedgeworth in here so she can give
You know what,
like
Ashley?
another.
That's my front line. That's-
Another perspective on being a frontliner
mama.
and being an educated black
Jasmine.
woman
She-
and being
you know
a
who was
frontliner in her.
Ashley Wedgeworth. She
And-
came and talked. My
Okay,
bad.
well.
At the mental health shit. She came and talked.
She was there.
Alan Webb came and talked. I had niggas come and really educate us.
I
sure.
understand.
And
that.
I got backlash from it.
So if he has a blue tie event coming up, y'all better make sure y'all make it.
I know.
Listen,
Cause there's some positive shit going on.
We got
I'ma
to wrap
be
it
there.
up. We got to wrap it up. Danae, say your last word.
No, I
Anything
did.
left
I
you wanna
did.
say?
I did. I really appreciate.
We're gonna get.
I really
Ashley on
appreciate
here.
all of
It's my
y'all, and
nigga.
even being like, you know, I talk a lot of shit in my music, but I'm all about my black men, and I want to know. You know what I mean? There's some things that I can't say that I know, so I appreciate y'all's perspectives in educating me, so that I'm not walking around here naive, and I only know one perspective. You get what I'm
We
saying?
appreciate that.
So
I feel
that's
the same
important
way,
to
Danae.
me.
Thank you, Queen.
And so I appreciate everybody's emotions and everyone's feelings when it comes down to this, because now I know better and I'm not being judgmental.
Nah, y'all made me feel like I'm less than for feeling this way, bro, and that's me. Y'all made me feel like I'm less than for feeling this much. because I didn't respect the camera situation,
As much as
which
we-
is very much so
Are you? This,
right.
so I got.
But I'm telling you how I feel.
I have a real question.
Hold
I have a
up,
real
As much
question.
as we
Say what I
empowered
want.
your
I have a
word
real
and said
question.
we believe
But,
you,
nigga,
support
I
you,
have a real question.
regurgitated your
Do you
words,
think-
cuz
do you
you
think
gonna
because
focus
you're
on
yelling,
that.
you're angrier than me?
Yeah.
We all went around and said that.
Bro,
Your
yeah,
break,
listen.
our whole
Do
focus
you
was
think
to let you
because you're
know.
yelling, you're
Nigga, we-
angrier than me?
Yeah, I know that I might have went
Cut it
over
out.
the
Do you think
microphone
because you're yelling,
value
you're
shit.
angrier than me?
But
Cut it
fam,
out.
this is how I feel. It's 2 years.
Did you
of
hear
it.
me? Did you hear me call the police blood and all that? Told them they're pussies and all that?
No.
Like y'all niggas is pussies.
I didn't know.
Come fade up.
I didn't.
By myself, bro.
I didn't know.
I'm out here like that.
I was out there last night, front line, when they was hitting.
I'm angry as you, but I know that doesn't matter because nobody cares that we're
Yeah, I
angry.
don't wanna
so just let's
gauge
go
us
get dressed and go
together
get back out there. Let's
all
go.
I'm saying is, y'all, if this is a safe space, I felt the way for a second.
I feel
That's
the
why
same
I
way
was
as you,
quiet,
bro.
because I had to
I'm
figure
just
out in
like
my head, okay, how do I do? Niggas are literally texting me. You gotta be quiet so
They wanna
other
hear
people
your
can
point.
talk.
That's no, they want to
That's
hear
it.
you,
They
bro.
wanna hear you.
That's-
That's what
They're not
I'm
texting.
saying.
Unless you read the
Imagine feel bad at that.
Don't get to
Everybody's talking at me right now.
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
I just
Because I know
wanted
how
to
to talk the best.
apologize.
Let me go.
I
Let me
just
go.
wanted to apologize.
I know how to say this the best.
Everybody's like, oh,
Let me go. Let me go. Let me go.
come on,
I feel like, let me go, because I feel like I can say this in the most
And we was.
calm
You
way.
my little brother.
I'm always the calmest
And we
nigga.
was all on
I feel like we all agree with you, but it was on some
We gonna
nigga
close this
say
out,
it in
man.
a way
We
where
finna
niggas
close
can
this out.
understand.
Now check it out, check it out.
But I know your emotion in it is like, nigga, I can't, nigga, this how I
Do
feel.
you know what everybody
But-
across the country is doing? They're saying it in a way that other people can digest it, and not the way that their personal.
No,
nigga,
but-
this is Stephon Eric Gilbert the second. This is how I feel,
And-
nigga. Not how the media is gonna. This is the way we can get it. Oh, say it like that so we can put it out.
No,
there.
you hear me wrong. You're not hearing
I
me.
just wanna
Niggas,
be-
I
that
heard
ain't
you.
in this
Now hear me.
conversation.
Let me
I
talk.
wasn't
Let me
thinking
talk.
about
Let
that.
me talk.
Right.
Let me talk. All
I
niggas was
wasn't
saying.
thinking about that.
All niggas was saying.
I wasn't thinking about that.
All niggas
That's
was
my
saying.
bad.
Are
That's
we
my
not
bad.
rolling no more?
All niggas was saying.
We still rolling. We good.
Don't yell for they can hear that past.
Check it out. Now, all I'm saying is,
It's like if you
my
talking
bad.
on the track,
all I'm saying is,
nigga. Let's mix this motherfucker.
Can I say this here?
You feel what I'm saying?
Look.
Like we hear you. Ain't nobody against
Cuz,
you.
can I say this?
Yes.
All
You don't
I'm
only
saying
can't say
is,
nothing, nigga.
all I'm saying is, I wasn't thinking about that.
And that's all
Hold
I've
on,
been
stop.
trying
Can I
to
say
say.
the rest of the sentence?
You ain't let me say shit,
Nigga, you should have spoke up then.
You want me to yell with you?
Nigga, I wasn't thinking about that because my shit ain't staged. I wasn't thinking about, and you know, I've been
I
doing
understand how you
podcasting
get down.
for years.
I know how you get down, bro.
Bro, but this is, like I said, this is some shit that I haven't unpacked.
Right.
We
So
started
is my,
it.
so is
I don't
my
think
shit staged
anybody-
because I don't have
No,
that
no,
much
no, no, no.
But you gotta
I'm
understand-
talking about me only.
Kinfolk.
All
What
I'm
you gotta
saying is,
understand
I wasn't
is
thinking
none
about
of us, bro.
the cameras,
Right.
the microphone, the volumes,
All right,
people
you can
getting
sit
my
there.
You can
message.
do it for the camera.
Saying that I wasn't thinking
Show,
about
let me
that.
agree with you though.
That's all.
Let me
That's all.
agree with you.
I was just literally
For
like,
all black
oh,
people.
I'm with my guys. We having
Yeah.
a safe time to talk about what we talking
We
about.
good. We
and
about
I'm
to wrap.
furious.
We about to
Just
wrap.
so you guys
We
know,
can talk about
I'm
that.
furious. I don't
I'm
know
with
how to
you.
handle this shit. I'm looking back
Show.
at it.
Nigga, I told you
That's
before we
not this
started.
situation.
I told you
Out
before
there.
we. I told you before we
Wait,
started.
wait,
I
wait,
know how to
wait,
handle
wait,
this
can I-
shit.
Can I say something, please? Can I say
Guys,
something, please?
it's like y'all don't
Show.
hear me. I
No,
apologize
no,
40 times.
no, I
Y'all
don't
hear
want
me?
you to
You
apologize.
hear me? Camera.
One thing that I don't want you to do. One thing I don't want you to do is apologize. Number one.
I don't.
Number one, please do not apologize. It's not a platform to apologize. Please. Okay? We are not FCC regulated. Fuck all the bullshit.
All I was saying is, bro,
No.
my bad for not paying attention to
No, I
the
get
fact
that.
of the professionalism
No,
of
no,
the
no.
My bad.
You don't, I'm not
Nobody's
even saying
asking
that.
you to say
Show.
my bad, nigga.
Show.
I want you. Can I ask you to do something for me, bro? Can I ask you to do something for you, bro? Look at what color is he? Black, bro?
I don't know the way he talks to
Is
me
he
today. Crit. Nigga, I'm a frontliner in my life. Not just these 2, 3, 4
Listen,
things.
okay, let me say this.
So if
Let
you
me say this.
disagree, I don't have no
I know
love
a fact
lost.
you can't denounce.
I'm
I know a
on-
fact. I know a fact that you can't denounce.
Okay.
Has this ever happened in this time, at any time period? Have we, any of us, faced a time like this in Black history?
No, not us, no.
I
No.
need to understand something before I leave here, though.
That's what I'm saying. Well, and let me say, and you can say you can have that. But what I'm saying is, every day I wake up. That's what I was trying to explain to you. Every day I wake up because I know to fight. I was bred to fight, right? Every day I wake up now, it's like I don't know how to take it. I don't know how to feel. I don't even know how to
That's
accept
where
a
I'm
white ally. I don't know how to sit there and actually, because I am the over 6 foot black nigga, always the fucking suspect,
always in the situation. I've bred that. I've been the angry nigga. When I walk into a room, no matter, when I walk into a room, bro, the same situation, my presence is felt no matter if I want it or not, my nigga.
Right.
Real shit. I gotta break down barriers no matter what it is, just to actually have people be like, oh shit, the nigga can articulate. He's intelligent. Oh my God, we're actually, so on and so forth. I've been through all of that, right? But what I'm saying is we're all at a point, and I'm talking everybody. I don't care if you're a whitewashed Negro. I don't care if you're a nigga frontlining or the nigga in the back line. We ain't never seen a time like this. So what I'm saying is,
Why not the standard? Y'all.
Listen, all I'm saying is all levels of black folks. Let me say this. All levels of black folks have never seen this before.
Go.
No, we're closing. We're closing. We're closing.
Say your point.
My point, my only thing.
We've never seen this.
I want to ask you directly because I feel a way as a person right now.
Okay.
And this stems from what we were talking about earlier. Is like, well, damn, if I'm not doing this, am I not as strong as the next black person? And that's how I feel.
So ask me a direct question. Ask me a direct question.
That is the question.
No, that's not.
See.
So what I'm saying is, because you keep saying like I'm in the front line. We about this shit. So just because I'm not out there,
just because
I'm
telling you no.
asking you.
I know the
I
question
didn't
and I'm
finish.
telling you no.
Let me finish.
I'm not taking you down at all.
Let me finish.
Just because you're not in the front line and saying anything I'm saying doesn't make you not black or doesn't make you any of that shit, nigga. I'm just saying this is me, bro.
Let me finish.
We are not all gonna be the
Let
same.
her finish.
Because you're not the first person who I've seen say that. So I want to know from your perspective, which is your own, is that so if I'm not at these protests as angry as you right now, I'm angry. You know what I mean? But I can't say I have the same passion and emotion as you. I'm also a person who's on probation, not even be telling my business. So I can't even be out here like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's something that's against me. I can't be out here trying to fight with no cops. He got one up over me. Period.
Me too.
So it's like, why am I not a frontliner or you know, I think what triggered me is that when, you know, I brought up Ashley, which I have nothing but respect for Ashley. You know what I'm saying? For who
Did I ever say, y'all niggas ain't frontline? I said, I'm frontline.
No. I'm gonna tell you what you said, and I'm gonna tell you what you did.
Okay.
And just
I
like
made
you
you
were
feel away like y'all made me feel away.
Absolutely.
But
this is space
let me tell you why.
it's space
You
now.
just said it. It's a space to say it.
Space now.
So come on.
But Shay,
No, I don't mean to be condescending and all that shit.
Come on,
Yes,
My
you
bad.
are
I'm gonna
being
be real.
highly.
I said my
Come
bad.
on,
I don't
nigga.
mean to be
Highly.
I am.
We talking, nigga.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is this is the
And this is a
difference.
real
Is
moment.
that I'm actually having I'm talking to you. I'm not talking over you. I'm not yelling at you.
Right.
I'm not trying to push my point on you. I'm talking to you because I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
You feel me? Why is it that when I brought up someone else who I respect as a professional, as a black professional, as a black woman who has been on the front line with you or whatever every night, how does that make that person or you and that person or you and other people more of a frontliner than I am because I cannot be there? How does that make you more angry than I am because I cannot be there? And that's my problem when I said earlier, that is my question, and that's also my problem.
Okay.
But that's my problem when I said earlier because I've seen multiple black people fight about shit like this.
Right.
And my whole thing is, don't try to tell me because you don't see me. I didn't see not one black person that I knew at the protest when I was there for 3 days.
I said the same thing. So, but
I never said or discredit or didn't feel like, but I felt like you discredited.
But you
listen, I'm not done. I'm not done.
But you took that.
But I'm not done.
Did you take it wrong?
But I'm not done. So I feel like you're out here. You just said to. All of us made different points. You made different points.
Right.
We can agree to disagree all day.
Right.
But when you sit here and be like, y'all niggas, y'all, you know that, that's when I do feel
y'all.
away.
I was saying I.
No, bro. You said y'all a few times.
I'm sure I said y'all. Okay, so let me answer your questions. What was the first question was?
See, you're just listening to respond and not to
because
understand.
you said I got questions for you. And I know the concept of just listening to respond and not to actually understand. And I hear you. And I'm going to tell you from a genuine place.
Because I really want to know.
Yeah, so the first question was, you saying because it wasn't. I didn't say that y'all weren't frontliners. I just said me, and it sounded like an insinuation. And I'm not insinuating you guys. I'm just making my stance more
Pungent.
yeah, so for people to recognize why I'm so loud and belligerent. The second question was Ashley, and that wasn't to debunk anything you were saying.
But it's not just actually, it's all black women. But go ahead, all black women who are out there with you,
It wasn't
who
to
are
debunk.
professionals.
It wasn't to debunk anything you said. When you said that, she is somebody who I hold near and dear to my heart. First of all, she's my cousin's wife. You understand what I'm talking about? And she's literally out there like that. So when you said it, was like, well, yeah, we out there. It was just like familiarity.
Yeah.
The word, is that, am I saying the word
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Familiarity. It was like,
That's fair.
well, you have to be out. She knows, like, if you, like, it was just like, well, talk to her. It was like that type of thing. Like, well, talk to her because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying you're not. When you brought her up, I'm like, well, will she be out there? She knows because we talk about it together type shit. It wasn't saying, oh, well, nigga, you ain't, I'm not coming at y'all. I'm coming at the situation saying, fam, I haven't unpacked, I just keep saying this shit. I haven't unpacked this shit.
That's fair.
And I may be saying things wrong.
That's fair.
And I'm acknowledging that shit, but I will not hold it in anymore when I'm with my guys that asked me to come here and talk about this shit.
Right.
Like, if,
You ain't wrong for that,
You're
bro.
not.
like I'm sorry that
this what we
this
doing
may
this
be.
for.
I'm sorry that this may have.
If you don't
like
apologizing on
Stop
this
saying
motherfucking
sorry.
platform,
this nigga
This
got
is
on
the-
your platform. You got on your
You don't
platform
cut it
and
off
said
with
this was a
apologizing.
waste of time. You understand what I'm saying? And
Let me-
niggas is gonna agree with you because they fuck with you.
I
And
did.
niggas
so
don't
if they,
really
so,
fuck
so
with
they
me.
agree with me.
I
So if they
fuck
agree
with
with me,
you.
then,
No, I'm talking
so
about
if they
the
listening.
city.
So if they listening and
They
they
don't
agree
fuck
with
with
me,
me.
then they see 15 seconds after I understand because I'm a man
Right.
and I understand the situation. I don't have no problem understanding checking or being wrong.
Right.
How quick was it to be like, you know what, y'all is correct, 100%.
Okay, so
fact.
here's the
You said
camera.
it, she said
See,
it,
don't
I said
listen
it.
to just what you want to
We
make
all
your
Wait a minute,
point.
because I did the same thing. When that
Well,
nigga
make
was
your
like,
point.
bro, just sit down and just chill. What did I do, bro? Tell me what I did, bro.
Don't sit this make the
Did I sit
situation
down?
a
And then
punctuation
she got
point, though.
mad that I sat down and listened.
No.
Wait,
Hold on. I got mad that you
I think-
silenced yourself.
Yo, because I wanted to, I'm like,
So-
maybe there's something I'm not hearing.
So I wanna make a point to let you know that none of us have the answers and none of us
Yeah,
have unpacked
bro, all
this
I'm
shit.
saying- well, I wanna
Listen,
make a
let me
point.
finish.
I want to make a point.
None of us have unpacked this shit.
This is how
So
quick you do it.
everybody, we all different. Everybody's unpacking shit
before
different.
you close, real quick.
So all of us are unpacking this shit different.
Nah, I
So-
gotta say something. I have to say
Y'all
something.
should do next
Check
week.
it.
Like,
On behalf of our network, check this out. 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 Check this out.
Let's
On
go.
behalf of our network, on behalf of our network,
You feel me?
I would like to say this.
And
I would like to say this. Please understand there is no discourse here. Please understand this is a platform for these conversations. This is a platform for us. And please understand, number one, it's difficult for all of us. Black, young, old, men, women. This is not easy to unpack. We haven't unpacked it. None of us have unpacked it. I don't think if you feel like you've unpacked something this big, at this magnitude in history and life, please share the secret because this is something we're all doing every single day. That's why this platform is open for stuff like this. So to be honest with you, I do believe personally this went exactly how it's supposed to go because we want to see this. We want to have this open. The discourse is this though. Is there are people that do feel so. Last week,
We gotta close.
hold on. What I'm saying is this to punctuate. Last week, SQUIZZY basically said he didn't want to speak out because he didn't know how to speak. He felt like nobody felt the way he felt, right? But when he spoke, what was the situation? People felt him, understood him, reached out to him, and empowered you that there are people that deserve and needed to hear you and hear your point because they feel the exact same way, right?
Absolutely.
So what we was basically saying to show the same thing. It wasn't about nothing. It was just basically distortion, just like you mixing down a track.
Yeah, that was my bad.
That's all it is with speakers and actually people to hear.
And
you.
there's so
We're
many
not
people-
trying to shush the points. We want all these to be actually open to say, but we want other people who are behind these cameras to be able to understand, feel, and relate to what we're saying.
And like me last week, there's so many people that feel exactly like Show.
Right.
Thousands, millions of people that feel exactly like Show.
KTONE, will you take us to close in?
What, bro? What do you want me to see? cover it, bro, on the set, cause on the set, bro.
Go ahead, close. Take us to close, KTONE.
Digital Online Showcase, man. This is special. This never happened.
Listen,
This is our social series.
let me close it. I close
Social
it.
series.
I want to have a
And we appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody who came on today.
I'm not saying
Did
y'all
the show. DANAE Simone,
hurting.
YG Case. We're gonna come back next week. Y'all can run this back. Watch
We gonna
it.
keep talking about this shit,
gonna
bro.
keep talking about
We
it.
gonna
Can I
keep
just say
inviting
something? Okay, come
people
on. I wanna
to
just- before
talk
I
about
go.
what the fuck is going on and getting different opinions, because I feel the only way this shit is gonna get better, the only way we gonna uncase it, as if we've been saying all night, is to have conversation about it. So, nigga, there's no wrong answers in what we doing.
Unlearn,
No wrong
unprogram, relearn, reprogram.
Yeah.
answers.
And love on your people, because this is what you can't just leave people like
and
this.
I
with high
feel
emotion.
and I feel the problem, not even a problem, but as black people we need to do more of is have conversations and disagree and be mad at each other and be able to see different point of views of shit and figure it the fuck out.
Figure it out. We gotta figure it out.
Instead of just being
nobody
mad
can
at each
figure it out
other
for
and be
us.
like, nigga, fuck you. Nigga, I ain't gotta talk to you. And turning our back. Nigga, let's talk. Let's figure shit out and have discussion, bro. There's so much power in that shit, and I'm a living testament to that.
Look at you, the
'cause I've been
vocal man,
doing it.
talking about black.
You feel
Look
what I'm
at you,
saying?
Squizzy. We out of here, guys.
You feel me?
You and me, right?
Welcome, boys and girls, ladies and gents, kings and queens, players and playettes. This is your hostess, Diamond, and this is The Issue. Your guide to music, art, and entertainment. Come and join our network as we push The Issue.
I got the whip, then I skirt. Black mask came to put you in the dirt. Load the clip, then I go to work. Fuck the 12, fuck a judge and a clerk. Motherfucker, hands up, this a stick up. Don't make no sudden moves, don't need no hiccups. I got nothing to lose, yeah, this a stick up. Don't need no sudden moves, don't need no hiccups. I got nothing to lose, yeah, this a stick up.
Yeah, I just be sticking to the code. Nigga move so ways to let it show. I don't know they down to see me broke. Believe they trying to see me lacking. Been through hell and back to Aspen. Been booming, thanks for asking. Y'all keep beefing, I be stacking. These hoes gon' flip, I don't trip. Won't cap me crying about a bitch. Give a fuck about love, it don't exist. For me, the rap game look like a lick. So I load up the clip and I get this shit moving. Ain't getting money, the fuck is you doing? Ready for checking the trap and I spend it on music. Don't play with me, nigga, I do this.
You in your feelings while I'm getting to the money every day. I don't really give a damn what you say. Niggas tripping, they can answer to the K. Catch a body and I dump it in LA. Black mask came to put you in the dirt. Load the clip, then I go to work. Fuck the 12, fuck a judge and a clerk. Motherfucker, hands up, this a stick up. Don't make no sudden moves, don't need no hiccups. I got nothing to lose, yeah, this a stick up. Don't need no sudden moves, don't need no hiccups. I got nothing to lose, yeah, this a stick up.
I'm like, shorty, where you going? Shorty thick, super bad, and she know it. She said her name is Chanel, and she a tourist. She shorty thick, super bad, and she know it. She said her name is Chanel, and she a Taurus. She treat her body so well, that pussy poison.
Hurry up, bro.
It's that zombie, whoa, yeah, zombie talk, yeah, zombie walk it, yeah, zombie talk it, it's that zombie, whoa, it's that zombie talk, yeah, it's that zombie walk, yeah, I'm a zombie walking. Till a nigga got a cross, tell him drop dead gorgeous picture perfect on the wall. If you get it, I'll live it for it all. If my money made me look short, so my band standing tall. Tell me who to call, hold up, wait, tell me who to plug. If you not my man's, then I ain't gotta show no love. I ain't gotta say what's up, you ain't a nigga in my club. I'm a zombie in the night, I'll turn a wave into a flood with that zombie walk, the zombie talk. When I'm walking through the night, I know the money would've wanna say that. You get it itchy, another type of feeling. Make you do something so crazy, have you come on like a villain. It's that zombie walk, zombie talk. When it's blinded by the money, so it's walking with his dog. And it's on the paper chase, so it's go chase it till the fall. It's that zombie walk, zombie walk. So I've been up, ain't no sleeping through the night. Said I seen something so creepy, I just kinda get a fright. Said I feel this type of feeling, that just wanna make me fight. Cause my pockets seem small, so I just gotta get it right. I've been up, ain't no sleeping through the night. Said I seen something so creepy, I just kinda get a fright. I just feel this type of feeling, that just wanna make me fight. Cause my pockets seem small, so I just gotta get it right with that.
She figure out from a Facebook post, who know how I've been moving in the streets with these goddamn
the shit, she the sweetest thing I ever known. If she ain't right here on my side, then we stay on the phone.
To each his own, we all grown, and I know what it is. I seen how y'all get down, so I know that it's real. Remember how you made her feel when you doing your thing. Don't sell yourself short for a piece of some string.
Don't even know what I would do without my baby girl. If she wasn't here, I couldn't move on, cause she the best in my world. She just my ride or die chick. She my queen for real. I'm about to put it on my name and show her how I feel.
I love you, but I don't. This love we got is so crazy. I love you. Look crazy, look games we go through. I love you, but I don't. This love we got is so crazy. I love you, but I don't. That's why I can't fuck with you. I love you, but I don't.
That concludes another certified segment of The Issue. If you would like an opportunity to showcase your artistry on our network, please submit your content to ournetwork@gmail.com. That's AHRRnetwork@gmail.com.